the top 10 worst punishment in human history. But before we dive into this video, a massive shout out to my incredible and absolutely fabulous Pretty Nonsense squads. Your unwavering support has meant the world to me, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Hey there, history enthusiasts and curious minds. Get ready for a journey into the past where justice was a bit, well, let's just say intense. We're diving into some seriously wild stories about how people used to punish each other. Don't worry, it's all in the past. Imagine being in a medieval town square where they didn't just give out fines for breaking the rules. Oh no, they went for the showstopper, like using a massive wheel to break bones or that classic combo of hanging, drawing, and quartering. It's like something out of a dark movie, but this was real life back in the day. Ever heard of the water cure? Nope, not a spa treatment. It was an old school way of saying goodbye by dunking someone until they couldn't breathe anymore. And if you were in ancient Rome, well, let's just say they had a different kind of showbiz. Feeding people to wild animals for the crowd's entertainment. But wait, there's more. We'll explore how some folks used to get smacked on the head with a mallet, the Mazzatello, or worse, being boiled alive. It's pretty hardcore, right? So buckle up for this wild ride into history where justice was a bit wilder, a lot scarier, and thankfully, something we've moved way past. Let's go. Number 1, breaking wheel. Originating in medieval Europe, the breaking wheel was employed for crimes such as treason or murder. The condemned person's limbs were tied to a large wheel and the wheel was slowly rotated. The intent was not just to cause death, but also to inflict excruciating pain. This gruesome spectacle served as a deterrent, emphasizing the consequences of severe crimes. Number 2, hanged, drawn, and quartered. This method, synonymous with high treason in medieval England, was a public display of the ultimate punishment. The condemned person was hanged until near death, then disemboweled and quartered. The process was intentionally prolonged and barbaric, aiming to instill fear and showcase the severity of treasonous acts. Number 3, Mazzatello. Mazzatello was a distinctive Italian execution method during the Papal States' rule. It involved delivering a fatal blow to the condemned person's head with a mallet. This method was not only a form of punishment but also carried religious undertones, emphasizing the influence of the church in matters of justice. Number 4, boiling to death. Boiling to death was a gruesome form of execution that involved submerging the condemned person in boiling liquid, such as water, oil, or molten lead. This method was used in various historical cultures and was often associated with crimes considered particularly heinous or treasonous. Number 5, death by burning. Death by burning, commonly associated with witch trials and heresy, was a method employed during medieval and early modern periods. The condemned person was tied to a stake and set on fire, often in public squares. This method was influenced by religious beliefs and the fear of heretical influences. Number 6, execution by drowning. Known as the water cure, execution by drowning involved submerging the condemned person until they drowned. This method, employed in different cultures and historical periods, was often used for crimes like witchcraft or as a form of trial by ordeal. Number 7, feeding alive to predatory animals. In ancient Rome, criminals were thrown into arenas with wild animals, a practice known as ad bestias. This method served as a public spectacle and a form of entertainment, showcasing the power of the state and the brutality of justice. Number 8, death by starvation. Death by starvation was a slow and agonizing method of execution where the condemned person was deprived of food until they succumbed to malnutrition and dehydration. This method was employed in various historical contexts and often served as a prolonged punishment. Number 9, immurement. Immurement involved confining a person within a wall or enclosed space, leaving them to die of thirst or hunger. This method, used in different cultures, was sometimes employed as a form of punishment or sacrifice, symbolizing the isolation and abandonment of the individual. And last but not the least, and the worst of all, number 10, flaying. Flaying, or skinning alive, was a particularly gruesome execution method where the skin was removed from the body. This brutal practice was used in various cultures throughout history and often had symbolic significance, representing the stripping away of one's identity and humanity. These severe historical execution methods provide a chilling glimpse into the harsh realities of justice in different societies and eras. Today, they stand as reminders of the importance of human rights, ethical treatment, and the evolution of legal and judicial systems. The condemnation of such practices reflects a collective recognition of the inherent dignity and value of every individual, regardless of their actions. And there you have it. Time travelers of the present, we've journeyed through the pages of history, exploring the wild and sometimes downright bizarre ways people used to dish out justice. It's been a roller coaster of dark tales, from breaking wheels to boiling pots, all the way to the intense Mazzatello and feeding folks to animals in ancient arenas. But before we part ways, let's not just leave these stories in the past. There are some lessons we can take with us. Lesson 1. Evolution of Justice. Our way of thinking about fairness and punishment has come a long way. Today, we focus on rehabilitation and treating everyone with dignity, no matter what they've done. It's a reminder of how much societies can change for the better. Lesson 2. Respect for human dignity. As we cringed at the stories of extreme punishments, it's a reminder of how crucial it is to respect the dignity of every person. No one should be treated with cruelty, no matter the circumstances. Lesson 3. Power of empathy. In understanding these historical methods, we develop empathy for those who lived in a world where justice was often brutal. It's a call to appreciate the progress we've made and to keep pushing for more compassionate ways of dealing with wrongdoing. And last, Lesson 4. Embracing change. Just as societies have evolved, so can individuals. We can all strive to be part of positive change, advocating for fairness, understanding, and justice. Change might not happen overnight, but every step counts. So as we step out of the historical tunnel and back into the present, let's carry these lessons with us. Our world today is shaped by the mistakes and triumphs of the past, and it's up to us to make sure we're moving in the right direction. Keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep making history a tale of progress and compassion. Until next time, stay goofy, stay true to yourself, and keep that laughter rolling. And remember, subscribe to Pretty Nonsense for more videos. Bye!
Wow. You're still here? Yes, I'm talking about you. Hey there, you delightful purveyors of laughter and goofiness. Welcome back to Pretty Nonsense, the place where all things absurd and hilarious come to life. If you're enjoying the zaniness so far, you're in for a treat because we've got more ridiculousness in store. But before we dive into the chaos, there's something important I'd love to share with you. If you haven't already, or if you're new to our delightful world of funny, quirky, and downright absurd content, this is the perfect moment to hit that glorious subscribe button below. By doing so, you're not just becoming a part of the Pretty Nonsense family. You're signing up for a daily dose of laughter, camaraderie, and the kind of fun that makes life more, well, sensible. When you subscribe, you'll be the first to know when we release our latest shenanigans. You won't miss a single goofy moment, wild adventure, or hilarious mishap. Plus, you'll be joining a community of like-minded people who appreciate the importance of embracing nonsense in this crazy world. You see, Pretty Nonsense isn't just a channel. It's a place where we come together to forget our worries, bond over laughter, and remind ourselves that sometimes the goofiest moments are the ones that make life truly memorable. And guess what? We want you to be a part of this journey with us. So if you're thinking, what's the worst that could happen if I hit that subscribe button? Well, I promise you won't regret it. In fact, I dare you to take the plunge and see for yourself how subscribing to Pretty Nonsense can make life suddenly make sense in the most hilarious way possible. Thank you to our current subscribers for being a part of this fantastic journey, and to our future subscribers, welcome in advance. Together, we'll continue spreading joy, silliness, and laughter all around the world. So, what are you waiting for? Don't let the laughter train leave the station without you. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's embark on this wonderfully nonsensical adventure together. Remember, it's the Pretty Nonsense family, and you're always welcome at our table of absurdity. Until the next hilarious escapade, stay goofy, stay happy, and as always, keep it Pretty Nonsense. See you in the next video, and remember, life's better when you're laughing.